Hey guys, welcome to GJBricks. I'm Greg. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Chinese New Year Temple Fair set number 80105. This is a 2019 set, came out on the 1st of January. Being in Australia, we were lucky enough to be included in Asia for this, so we've got it here now. I know the rest of the world gets it on the 10th of January, I believe, so had to pick it up. Very excited. $150 set here in Australia. I will say this up front, you know I don't like paying full price for Lego sets, and this one was 30% off already thanks to Maya the department store. So it was pretty much vacuumed up the minute that was anyone realised it was on sale. It was vacuumed up, and I was lucky enough to be one of the ones who got it. So let's have a look at the box and get into this set. This is one of those sets. When I saw it, I had to have it. I absolutely love the makeup of this. You guys know I'm big on the Ninjago theme. I love how that looks. I love Asian culture and things like that. And this is just so many nice bits of architecture, some great use of parts in it. I love the whole scene setting with this big temple in the background. And you know, I'm working on a Ninjago area. That's something that's going to be very important when I move to the other area. I really want to get that going. I think this is going to be great. For leading up to the Temple of Air Jitsu in particular. I think that's going to be awesome. Now I'm going to look at this set not from the point of view of a cultural point of view. If you want to know a bit more of a cultural analysis of it, I'd suggest go and watch JC at Small Brick City's video. He did a really good cultural analysis of this and the dragon dance, and he really looks into, like, you know, the various bits of culture that are in this and the mix of styles and different areas and how certain things are applied. So this is going to be more about the set itself, how it goes together, the components that are in it, and just how it really makes me feel, because, you know, I'm looking at this and I can't wait to open this box and have a look. But I want to go through it with you first and just look at the packaging here. So we know it's the year of the rat. We've got the fireworks going on, very traditional kind of Chinese setup there. We've got this beautiful scene with our 4 market stalls, and we'll talk about that a bit more because there's some more information on the back about those ones, and these lovely trees on there. In terms of the value here, you get 13 minifigures and the baby. You also get some cute figures like this panda over here. There's rabbits and things like that. So there's a lot of extra pieces, these cute bowls with the faces on. We've got the shadow puppet over here. It's a nice scene. It's busy, there's lots going on, and this awesome temple at the background, which I think is going to be a great lead into the Temple of Air Jitsu. It might need a little bit of work to make it work the way I'm thinking to make it work, but as a foundation, that's going to look awesome. Looking at the back, we can see a lot more detail of what's going on. So working through the stalls, we've got up here a toy stall. You have some fans and things like that, balloons, some toy ducks, rabbits. There's the panda as well being given to the baby. We've got a barbecue stall up here as well. So it's actually got 2 pictures of the barbecue stand. So don't know what they're doing, but you get these cute little face bowls as well, which is really nice. At least I hope they're faces and that face bowls and not heads. Down here we've got a pottery stand. So I mean, these are obviously ornate figures, but in the photo down here you can see there's lots of pots and vases and things like that, which is really cool. And then the last one here is the shadow stand, the shadow dancing stall. Now, as is traditional with the culture, we have the red envelope here, which is an important part of the new year, so it's good to see that's in here. Apparently that was missing from the dragon set. I don't know why that was. They did it in last year's sets, so for some reason it wasn't in the dragon set, but it is in this one, which is good. So we've got the full feature here, and just these trees I think look wonderful. It's so good, such a good design. I'm really looking forward to seeing how those go together. Let's crack open this box. Alright, so this set comes with 1,664 pieces. So it's pretty packed, and you can see there's a lot of small pieces in here, and you can see there's some really good, like these new single curve pieces. They've made really good use of those in the roof. They look spectacular, and there's sort of a few different techniques being used to make the roofs as well, which is really good. So there's a lot of good techniques gone into this. I wonder how much of that is inspired by the kind of Ninjago line as well, where they've built various styles over the years. Now, what have we got? Bag 1, bag 6, bag 5, bag 2, bag 7. So it looks like there are going to be all of 7 bags in here, maybe 8 bags? 8 bags. 8 bags. So good amount of pieces and nice chunky instruction manuals there. So there's 3 manuals there. So it looks like you've got one is going to be building some of the stalls, another one's going to be building some more of the stalls, and then the last one I'm guessing is going to be for building the actual temple itself. Here we have the finished set, and it's a beauty. I love how this finished set looks, and there was very little about the build process that was not enjoyable. There was a couple of bits that were repetitive. A couple of times you're doing these sort of long bits of roof. This wasn't so bad, but doing the roof on here did get a little bit repetitive, but it's so worth what came out of it. Just looks awesome. I love the use of these new round bricks. I think they look fabulous. They've been used to good effect on here, and I like the fact that there's so many different styles of roof. So there's this one's used twice, this one is one, this one's one, and then there's another one up there, and it looks just superb. They've really gone out of their way to play with the architecture, the style of the Asian theme. So I'm just going to talk through the set as quick as I can, because there's a lot in this. I'm going to try not to sort of drown you with massive amounts of detail, because you can get that on the set. I will just go through each bit, just show you a few things about each of these builds, and I'll show you the minifigures and then just give you my final thoughts on it. Starting with the barbecue stand, you can see the kebabs roasting away on the flame. Now there's actually a flame under there, you can't see it, but they've designed it so there's actually a flame underneath here, which is really quite clever. Got some cakes over here, we've got some chicken cooking over here. We come around the back here, we can see the pressure gauge and the lever controlling it. The flame's in there, you can't see it, but it's there, trust me. We've got a couple of extra sticks here for doing some more kebabs. There's some kebab meat in there. And just, I'm guessing this is a plant. I'm not sure. I presume this is some kind of decoration just to be interesting. Maybe those are actually more kebabs ready to be cooked. This one looks like it's got some vegetables involved as well, whereas that's just meat. So maybe that is just meat. Who knows? It's not very clear. Got some bowls here as well with faces on. As I said earlier on, I think they are just cute bowls. I hope they're just cute bowls, but maybe they are something else. I'm not going to ask any more questions on that one. I like the way they finished off the top of these as well. Then this one here is done with these these pieces. I'm not actually sure what these clips are called, but it's a good use of that part. So yeah, I hadn't seen it done that way before. It gives some really good, interesting texture to that roof. I haven't seen it done, as I said. I think it looks really good, works really well, gives something different there. And then they've used a lot of these gold pieces to trim these off. Next up, the toy stall. This is, what's not to like here? We've got loads of fans over here. I would suggest those are traditional toys. We've got a little aeroplane over here that the kids can play with. There's a rat, obviously, being Year of the Rat. We've got this really cute panda I haven't seen before. A rabbit, we've got a duck, and we've got balloons all around it. And again, a different style of roof done with these tiles. As I said, I love these round tiles. I've said that in previous reviews. I think it's a great piece they've introduced there. Around the back of this, not a huge amount to write home about. We've got just a calculator and another box here, so that might be something being wrapped up, or it might be a gift. Not a lot to write home about on the back of this though. There's obviously, these are meant to be drawers coming out here. But yeah, I think that's a really good stall. Good amount of stuff in there. It took a while to build and put together, and I think the result really is lovely. Lovely. To break things up, here's the 2 trees from the set. Both built exactly the same way, just opposite sides. So we've got the big printed piece on the outside here. And it's just, look how, it's just, I love that this, I mean, having built the Ninjago city where all of these are stickers, this is awesome to see. I mean, the sticker sheet wouldn't have been anywhere near the size of Ninjago city, but I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed that everything's printed. So they are literally just reverses of each other, so same, exactly the same, but the snowy branches with the red blossom on them, just wonderful. It's like, I think this is such a good tree design. I really do think this looks nice. I might be borrowing this idea for making some more trees for that area. I think it looks superb. Next is the pottery stand. think it's meant to be a pottery stand. I'm guessing these are meant to be like clay figures, and then these are obviously all vases. Now I know these are vases. It says that on the and next up we've got the pottery stand. So you know it's a pottery stand because A, it says it on the Lego website, and B, you've got all these pots over here. I'm guessing these are meant to be ceramic minifigures, micro figures, or ceramic people figure things that people could go and buy. Got more of these printed tiles, and again this roof and this beautiful, using the green and this sort of blue teal colour, is just lovely, looks great. The gold finish on the top here, same as the toy store. It's the same roof, like they haven't made any change there, but I don't think they needed to. I think it looks fabulous, and the colour choice is absolutely spot on. Around the back, again, not a lot different. We've got the pen, we've got the calculator again, and what looks like a quill perhaps there for perhaps signing things or colouring something in, I don't know, but that's what's in there. And again, the colour choice is spot on with this. This colour goes so well with the red. I think it looks great. I think the colour choice here, I didn't really talk about that in here, but look at that. The red, the black, the yellow, or the orange rather, just all so good and so complementary, but different enough that you can see. I think Lego does such a nice job on this set. Last of the small builds is the puppet show here with fireworks. Those are some pretty serious fireworks going on there. I'm guessing, hoping he doesn't sell those to people, but maybe he does. But as has been pointed out in some other videos, generally they're firecrackers, not fireworks, that are used here. So the fireworks would be used by the people organising it, and firecrackers would be just everyone else. So we've got some of these tiles again here, but you can actually get your own tiles, your own version of this there. So I'm not sure what the significance there is of what that says. If anyone can translate the Chinese for me, please let me know. It's a lovely stand again, using gold here, the red, the complementary, this great design here. Around the back here he's got a couple of other puppets ready. He's got the dragon, and he's got the hero or one of the characters from the show there. But not a lot else around the back of this one. It's very, very plain. I think it looks, again, I can't say how much I think the whole thing works. This roof style here is one we saw in several other sets. I think Ninjago Dock especially had that roof in place, as did the Ninjago City. Last up we've got the temple, which was 6 bags of the set. And you can see there's a lot gone into this. So you start by building up this layer here, then building in this detail with the plants and adding the railing, then building up, and there's again lots of these beautiful printed pieces everywhere. It looks fabulous, and I love these bushes down here. These are the 6 leaf parts. These are the 6 stems underneath here with 6 of those on it, and the red flower on the top, and I think they look great. I love how the steps are put together as well. Very tasteful, very classy, nice, clean, functional look. We've got lanterns in here. I think structurally and visually it just is something to behold. I love the way the composition, the layering of this as you go up, as you go through this nice clean white, through the red and the brown, up through this blue, up into the gold roof, then through another layer here, then back up into a sort of red and gold here. It really does, just love it. It just sings class to me. And these details here on these ends, which is the same on the front here, look brilliant, look absolutely brilliant. And there again they've used that part to actually make these under pieces here. Round the back, absolutely nothing. It's flat and ugly on the back, so they've done very little there other than putting these arches in here, obviously for ventilation. Interestingly though, I will say one thing is the way this is done as studs on the side in here. So very clever the way this piece at the front is actually built and then slides in around these 2 bricks here, which really holds it in very, very firmly. And again, these are studs on the side here with a piece here that's holding it in at each end. So this end's studs, and then there's a stud here, so it all clips in under here. And very good studs on the side technique used to make that effect with the with the windows and this front piece here. I was very impressed with how this went in, I have to say. I've seen it once when I built the detective's office, I believe it was. It had a kind of, the signage in that was very similar in the approach. Here's the first set of minifigures. We've got the guy buying from the barbecue stand with his denim jacket and his red jumper there. Very nice print there. I've left the kebab in his hand just for effect. We've got the barbecue stand seller here with his work outfit. And then we've got the toy seller here. Very nice traditional outfit he's wearing there. And then we've got the youth here in his bright orange jacket, looking very excited to be buying toys. Round the back of this, the only one of these figures that actually has a second face is the barbecue customer. Around here, he's got a hood on. The printing for the outfits all come around the back and look really, really nice. Now, interesting face on this one. He looks like he didn't agree with what he's bought there. So that's an interesting face. He's going to be in all kinds of trouble. And I'm not really surprised, because if we look around the front here again, the guy working on the barbecue stand's got a very mischievous look on his face. So I don't know what he's actually selling there. Probably best not to ask. This one's another person who's bought from the kebab stand. We've got the puppet master, we've got the pottery seller, and we've got someone who was buying from the pottery stand there. Again, very nice robes here. Similar robe, but with more printing in terms of, or more visible printing rather. We've got here with a nice brown jacket, and I love the red scarf piece they've got there. Anyone who's not seen that before, that's a whole plastic piece that clips on between the head and the body. Again, nice robe here. I like how the printing carries on to the legs in both of these. And then just a white jumper there with a zip and hand pocket there to keep your hands warm, because it does look quite cold. Round the back, the printing carries on all the outfits. There's a hoodie again, just a few creases, and the belt coming round here, and the decorative pattern repeats on the back here without the fold, obviously, because that's where the fabric wrapped round, and then just a crease in here. Very simple. Now, two of these have secondary faces. So one is the attendant on the stand there, very serious looking face, and the other one was the kebab barbecue customer who has a delighted face. So obviously he made the right choice at the barbecue stand, and the food has agreed with him. Let's put those back on. There we go. So yeah, there we go. There's our second batch of 4 minifigures. I think they're really good, and I've left him with his ornaments in his hand here. He's got a puppet and the dragon again there, so repeating what's actually behind the stand. Last batch of adult figures here. We've got the dad from the baby and the mum from the baby here, and then just someone doing some shopping here in the middle with a very snazzy looking handbag. This is the same piece from the hidden side set, with the helmet, with the hood, the big woolly hat with the hairpiece put into it. Again, wearing some nice clothing there, the jacket over the stripy top. This guy's got the banana skid, banana on his, so I wonder if he's Banana Man over here. I'm just kidding. Anyone who doesn't know who Banana Man is, go and Google it. From the 80s, showing my age again. Around the back of these figures, the printing is carrying on to everything here. I love how filled in the back of this one is. Always nice to see. And we've got 2 additional faces as well here. We've got the mum looking very pleased, and we've got the dad there looking like, ah, cute little baby. I've pulled that face a lot of times with my kids. They have that effect on you, trust me. And last but by no means least, the kids from the set here. I feel they deserve their own space here, because they've got such good prints everywhere. They've got these great hair pieces, and we've got the little cute baby in here. Isn't that cute? Got the little Lego hands and everything going on. Both the kids get the traditional red envelope piece as well. I love this headpiece. I haven't had this piece before. I'm sure it's a common one, but I haven't had it before. The red kind of fluffy helmet there that keeps your head nice and warm. Again, we've got the blue jacket there. Great printing on all of these. Big pink puffer jacket there. And the baby in a cute little outfit there. I can't quite see what's on there. Oh, it looks like a little reindeer or something, a little deer or something like that. Round the back, the print carries on these outfits as well. Baby doesn't get the same treatment, but that's understandable because the baby sits in this little cot here, which I will just point something out to you in a moment. The two older children both also get secondary prints there, so he's looking a bit worried. I don't know why he's looking worried. Maybe he was scared when he was at the puppet show or something like that one. And then there's the girl looking really, really happy. She's having a lovely time at the temple fair. It's great to see. I just want to talk about this pram for a second. Now they've put a handlebar on it for a change. The last one I had didn't have a handle like that on it. It was from the hospital set. It was much smaller. Now when the mum's standing here, she puts her arms all the way up. She cannot reach that. Like, the ergonomics on that are just against her. She's never ever ever gonna reach that. Which I thought was pretty funny. Now if you put it down here, it still kind of looks like she's got a sort of easy rider style pram. I love that they've put a pram in this, but at the same time that's quite ridiculous. Look at it. Anyway, digressing from the rest of the set here. As you can probably tell from the way I talked about this set as I went through it, I am a big fan of what Lego has created here. They've really put a lot of love and attention into this, I think. The detail is superb. Printed parts everywhere, love seeing that. I know it's not easy for them to do, but it's great to see, and those tiles will last a very long time printed like that, so kudos for that. I think the overall style, the composition of this set is excellent. This is $150 here in Australia, which is not a bad price at all. For the amount of stuff you have here, the amount of time, the detail. You've got 13 minifigures and the baby. 13 minifigures and the baby and these animals over here. Some mini minifigures over here, micro figures I think they're called over there. And a ton of building techniques, parts. This is a good value set. As I always recommend, keep your eye out for the deals. The deals are around. This was bought at 30% off. Hooray! So deals already exist. They will exist. They will continue to exist. $150 is a good price for this set. 30% off is a great price for this set. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. Is this on your list or not? I'm planning to put this into my Ninjago area. It's perfect for what I have planned. It solves a lot of my problems in terms of builds, so I'll be putting that in now. I think it's very complimentary of the Ninjago theme. But let me know what you think in the comments. As I said, what you think of this set. But I want to know what you think. Is this a good set or not? Is this on your hit list? Do you think it's expensive? Is it good? Is it detailed? Do you think Lego could have put more into this? I'm not sure how much more they could have put into this, but if you think they could, let me know. I'm curious. And how would you improve it other than maybe building out the back of this a lot more? Now, don't forget to give this video a like and share it around. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe. I do post regularly. Now, I'm going to leave you with a couple more videos from my channel that I think you will enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon.